personal fit, welcome to Body Shaping. If you're looking to shaping from the body, man, this is the class for you. It's a body split format, and today's focus is going to be chest, back, and triceps. So a lot of upper body work today. I'll be doing this with you in real time, so it'll be very easy, I think, for you to follow along. You get a visual of what's going on. A few items you'll want to have on hand. And if you have dumbbells and kettlebells, use those. It's very obvious where those go. You won't have any problem plugging those in. But if you don't have weight equipment, and you're not going to a gym, or maybe you're not at a corporate wellness center, guys, you can use some simple household items and work out just about anywhere. Today, you'll need a few items. First thing I think is you'll want to have a chair nearby or a bench. Okay, so chair, bench. Second thing, if you don't have dumbbells or kettlebells, you'll want to make use of some gallon jugs, guys. And I've got several sitting over here. I'm going to say you want 2 to 4 gallon jugs that you can use, unless we have some bent over rows today. And you can use an optional broomstick. So a gallon jug or 2 in each hand is great for that exercise. If you'd like a little more weight, you can get an optional broomstick. This is a push broom. We just twisted the broom off. It's great. Guys, it slides right to the gallon jugs and you have like a homemade barbell set. Now, obviously you can't put like 500 pounds on here, but most people working at home, we're not powerlifting, we just want to stay in shape, right? So you can slide gallon jugs on here and get kind of that barbell feel, okay? So maybe up to 6 gallon jugs if you're going to use a broomstick, okay? I'll set this down. The only other thing that I'm going to use today, and this is another optional item, is going to be a backpack. And that's sort of the same thing as the broomstick. We've got some one-arm rows today, and we have actually an overhead tricep extension. And I'm going to make use of the backpack, and I'm going to I have some old dumbbells in there. Guys, you can use old dumbbells. Maybe you have some old weight plates laying around. If you don't have anything like that, or maybe you have a small kettlebell set, and you're like, I'm not going to use this 5 or 8 pound kettlebell, or maybe there's a 10. Guys, you can put those in the bag. You can put gallon jugs, books, paper, anything to accumulate some weight. And that just allows you to get a little more weight than what maybe 1 or 2 gallon jugs would hold in a hand. So what gallon jugs are 8-ish pounds, and I know they're fluid, so sometimes it feels heavier than that because of the way you're holding them and the way it moves. But if you need something heavier than, let's say, 16 pounds or so, that's where you could go to a backpack and put some weight in there. So gather those items, and we're going to get started. There'll also be some modifications along the way. We'll show some clips of some modifications, and I'll make mention of those as we go through this. Let me put the circuit up there so you can see it. Guys, run through the circuit 2 times. Okay? So we're going to start with a push-up knee drive, just adding a little dynamic to your push-up. I'm just going to say around 10. Okay? I know push-ups aren't for everybody, so if you have a difficult time going to the floor, you can always put your hands on a chair. Okay? If you want to make these exercises even harder, you can put your feet up on a chair and do push-up knee drives where you're inclined like this decline position. All right? I'm going to do traditional. Now you could also go to your knees and then come up to a plank and do a knee drive. Knee push-up, up, knee drive. Watch me, guys. I'm just going to go 10, and of course you could do a few more, or if 8's your limit, that's fine, but 10's a good goal number to shoot for, all right? So let's do these, and it's just 10 total push-ups. So push-up, one knee, push-up, other knee. Here we go. So you're going to push up in and drive that knee in. And those are real effective. You can really feel the pecs involved in that. I like that exercise. Next movement. We can use a chair or bench. We're going to go right to an overhead tricep extension. This could be a dumbbell, kettlebell, gallon jug in each hand. I am going to use a backpack on this one. So I'll reach under the backpack, swing the weight around, and with this movement, if you're in a chair, watch the back of the chair. Don't want to hit the back of the chair. Elbows are up, guys, and we're going to come up and we're going to squeeze the hands into the ceiling at the top. 1, 2, and we're gonna run 15. 3, 4, 6. So come up and then squeeze them. 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was 15. I'm going to set this down off to the side. We're going to use this for our next exercise. We have one-arm rows. And similar to what we just did with the triceps, this could be a gallon jug, R2, in your hand, okay? So I want a little more weight, so I go to the backpack option. We're here. We're doing about 15. Guys, when you do these, you could use a chair or bench to brace yourself. I'm going to use my knee, okay? So I'm going to grab the weight, the side the weight's on, get that leg out of the way. We're pulling this up. I'm going to pull to the hip, 1, squeeze in the lat, 2, 3. So I'm going to feel it right in here. 4, 6, 7. Okay, we're going to switch them up. Here we go. All right, really feel those, even without a ton of weight. Okay, really think about what you're trying to do here. Okay, so this next exercise is we're going to lay down, and we're going to do some lying flies. Okay, and what I'm going to do about 15 or so flies. Just take a short breath, alternating presses. So it's going to be almost like a pre-exhaust superset. Okay, is that idea? So grab a gallon jug or 2. Maybe a dumbbell in each hand, and let's get these lying flies in. So I'm going to set up some some gallon jugs here. We're going to lay back and we're going to do a fly. I'll walk us through this. And I'd encourage you to start when you're laying down. Start with the weights at your side and curl them up and press up so you're not straining the shoulders. Okay. Now with the fly, what we want to do here is we want to kind of have the elbows somewhat soft, especially as you come out. So you're coming out almost like you're giving someone a hug, and then as you come up, they can be a little straighter. So we'll get, I don't know, around 15 of these too. Always be in control of the weights. 6. Okay, that is 15 from you guys. I'm going to hold them up here for just a second. If you need to bring the arms down, that's totally fine. And now we're going to do alternating one-arm presses. 1, around 10 to 15 of these. 2, 3. That's 10. I'll do 2 more, okay? So we'll get 12 of these in. There's 11. Really squeezing the pecs at the top. And that's a great little superset. And if you don't have a whole lot of weight, that's a great way to really challenge those pectoral muscles, okay? We're up here, guys, and our next one is, actually we're not up. I'm just gonna move the weights back. We're gonna do a lying tricep extension. Great for the triceps. So what I'm gonna do is grab these weights. Now when you grab these, guys, you wanna grab with your pinky high, okay? So I'm gonna grab these pinky high. I'm gonna bring them back here. We're up like so. Guys, notice that my arms are not straight up and down here, okay? I'm gonna angle them back slightly, then I'm gonna come down, drive up, and tighten the back of the arms to top. 1. You notice I'm not really jarring the joint, the elbow. I am coming all the way up, but under control. Notice the jugs stay upright. If you're using dumbbells, same thing. They're staying vertical. You're not getting them horizontal. Around 15. Boy, these hurt. Feel them. They burn. All right, I'm gonna set these down. Guys, even without a ton of weight, wow, I can really feel those. Whoo-wee, feels awesome. All right, so now we'll get to our feet, and we have got bent over rows now. So what I try to do is kind of get the body a little pre-exhausted before we go bent over rows. Back is really strong, so when you use 2 arms, of course, it's a little easier when you go 1. So we did 1 arm rows early on. Now we'll do the both arms same time. Guys, I've got a broomstick here. If you've got some gallon jugs, you can lay them out here. And I'll just put these out. And again, you could probably go up to 6 or so gallon jugs. I am going to lay these out like so. Just feed them through. Just like putting plates on a bar at the gym. So there's not really this long changeover. It's just pretty simple, right? And we're going bent over rows. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to take an underhand grip. You could go overhand if you wanted to, okay? I'm going to grab this. Make sure you use your legs as you stand up. And even if the weight isn't heavy for you, as heavy as you used to maybe at the gym possibly, it's okay, just focus on the back. So we're going to keep the back straight. I'm going to hinge forward. I'm going to drag pretty much right up the thighs, right to the abdominals, squeeze the back and down. 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna set these down. And even though it wasn't super heavy, I can really feel the back working. Okay, mind the muscle connection. Next one, we're gonna go underhand incline push-up. So go to your bench, go to your chair. Make sure whatever you're using isn't gonna slide around on you. So I'm gonna anchor mine up here against a body bag. So it's stationary, it's not gonna slide on me. If underhand really bothers you guys, you could go overhand. It's fine. Just looking for a little different angle, okay? So we're here, and we're gonna get 10 to maybe 15 of these, okay? Good for the chest, good for the triceps. Here we go. So we're down. 1, 2, 3. Keep the body flat if you can. 6, 7. Whew. Could feel those. Good stuff. Okay, We've really gone pretty quickly through this circuit. The next one I want to do is Superman. So a little more lower back with this involvement. So we're going to lay down. If you're not familiar with this, it's a slow, controlled movement. We're going to pause at the top for like a 2 count. So we're going to lay down. Hopefully you got a good view of this. Arms are on front, so it's kind of like you're flying like Superman, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I like to turn my toes out slightly, lift upper and lower just slightly, hold 1, 2, 2, 2. Don't go too high, slow and controlled, 3, 2, and you'll feel the lower back quite a bit. 2. Also, I encourage your head to be fairly neutral. Don't look up really high when you do it. Okay, about 15 or so. That was 15. I'll do a couple more here. Good. Somewhere in the range of 15 to 20, okay, is a good number. Just remember to go slow, all right? So actually, I'm just going to stay right here on the floor. If you need a drink, grab a drink. The next exercise, we're going right back to the top. So we have got those push-up knee drives, okay? Round 10 again. Remember, you have the chair option, or you can go from your knees, okay, with the push-up. And then after your push-up, come to a plank, drive the knee in, okay? So, we ready for this? I guess so. All right, push-up knee drives. Guys, again, if you need more break, water, just hit pause. But I guess we're going. Here we go. Oh, whew. Okay. Let's set this chair up. We have overhead tricep extensions. This workout will definitely get those triceps involved. All right. Let's bring this over. Focus on the back of the arm. A little squeeze the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze them. Set this down. Woo. Let's get this out of the way. All right. One arm rows. We'll switch sides up. Squeeze them up. Okay, now we're on the floor for the next 3 movements, starting with the flies, alternate one presses, and tricep extensions. So, we'll lay back. This is a great little pre-exhaust movement, the flies, before we do the presses. Let's get these in. Remember, save the shoulders, get those weights where they are and tight to you. Kind of bring them up a little bit, press them, and then you can do this fly movement. Really squeeze the pecs on this one. At the top right here, exhaling. Tighten the chest. Okay, that was 15. Chest is pre-exhausted, I can feel it. Now, we'll get 10 or so presses right after that. That was 10. I'll do 2 more. Right, we'll see. Okay, we'll set these down. And now for the triceps, it might be easier to start up kind of high here, where to grab pinkies up. Up and here we go. And go back, we're grabbing up. 1. Really tighten the back of the arms to top. 4. Burning. All right. Oh man, those. Great little combination of exercise there with not a lot of rest in between. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is pop up, shake everything out for a second, get ready for your bent over rows. If you're using a broomstick, go ahead and set that up. So I'm gonna just slide that through these gallon jugs. Again, it's a quick, easy process. Just be aware there's no collars on here. So when you're doing this, try to keep that broomstick as level as you can if that's what you're using. Okay. So we've got about 15 of these bent over rows. I'm gonna go underhand. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Right into the abdominals. 1. almost like right into your belly button. 2, 3. Okay, that was 15. Great stuff. Okay. Make sure that your chair or bench is anchored again, or you go underhand incline push-ups. And again, your hand position, you can vary that based on if you have any conditions with your wrist, shoulders, or elbows that bother you in that position. So you can vary that. You can run the sides of the chair if underhand bothers you, or if it's too narrow. All right, here we go, about 10 to 15 of these. Remember, try to keep that body as flat as you can, okay? And you're kind of coming into the chair. So if you watch my arms, I'm not binding myself up. It's like this motion, okay? Here we go. Right angle down here, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Okay, I think that was 15. Boy, that really challenged him. Wow, feeling it. Okay. Going to work that lower back now. Superman, remember, you don't want to go too high. You don't want to hyperextend, those vertebrae all sit together. We're trying to exercise that lower back, not hyperextend them, right? So here we go. Hang in there, guys. 12-2, flying like Superman. 13, 14, 2. Here's 15-2. Guys, I'll do 3 more. We'll go at 18. Whew. Great job. And you can feed that through the whole posterior chain. A lot of glute work, a lot of lower back work. So that was 2 rounds, and that was our body shaping workout for the day. Really did a good job of shaping, helping firm the pectorals, the chest, the back, and a lot of tricep work too. So I know I had a great workout. I hope you guys really had a good one wherever you're at. Stay safe and healthy out there. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness to you.